Welcome back to the Go Gunners family channel. Arsenal hold initial talks to sign £88 million Odegaard upgrade who's Mbappe-like. It would be fair to say that the last week or so hasn't been ideal for Arsenal. Yes, Mikel Arteta's side are still top of the Premier League, but a draw away to Chelsea and then a defeat at the hands of Aston Villa have diminished their lead to just 2 points. Moreover, while they certainly weren't terrible against the villains, they failed to make the most of their chances. One player who has received quite a bit of criticism from the fan base in the aftermath is Martin Odegaard, and if reports are to be believed, the club could be looking to bring someone in who could be bad news for his place in the team. Arsenal target Odegaard upgrade. With the transfer window now less than a month away from reopening, Arsenal have a chance to reinforce their squad, and the good news is that they've already been linked with a host of brilliant players. For example, Real Madrid's Rodrigo has once again been touted for a £70 million move to the Emirates, as has Nottingham Forest's £79 million Murillo. However, while both Brazilians would undoubtedly have an impact on Arteta's side, neither one could be described as a potential rival, upgrade, or replacement for Odegaard, unlike Kenan Yildiz. Yes, according to recent reports from Italy, Arsenal have reignited their interest in the Turkish wonderkid. In fact, the report goes further than that, revealing that the Gunners have once more made contact to find out what would be needed to make this deal happen. However, while a potential price is not mentioned in the story, other reports from last month claim that a fee of around £88 million could be enough to tempt Juventus into selling. It would therefore be a costly and potentially complicated transfer to get over the line, but given Yildiz's ability and potential, Arsenal should fight for him, especially as he could provide real competition for Odegaard, if not outright replace him. How Yildiz compares to Odegaard. So, the first thing to point out is that while Yildiz is primarily viewed as a winger, he could easily become more of a 10 over time. After all, while he has spent plenty of time out wide, his most played position is second striker. And given his third most played position is attacking midfield, the idea of him dropping a little deeper does not feel far-fetched. Moreover, the youngster already possesses one of the key characteristics of the best 10s, the ability to both score and assist goals with relative ease. There is a reason European football writer Danny Corcoran has suggested the youngster has Mbappe-like ability. For example, in 52 appearances last season, totaling 3,520 minutes, he scored 12 goals and provided 9 assists, which comes out to a goal involvement on average every 2.47 games or every 167.6 minutes. He has somehow become even more dangerous this season, scoring 6 goals and providing 5 assists in 19 appearances, totaling 1,533 minutes, which is a goal involvement every 1.72 games or every 139.36 minutes. For comparison's sake, Odegaard scored 6 goals and provided 12 assists in 45 appearances, totaling 3,447 minutes last season, which comes out to an average of a goal involvement every 2.5 games or every 191.5 minutes. This season, in the period he has been available, the Norwegian international has provided 2 assists in 11 appearances, totaling 516 minutes, which is an average of 1 every 5.5 games or every 258 minutes. With it clear that the Turkish gem is more of an attacking threat than the Gunners' captain, what else makes him a player that Andrea Berta and co. cannot miss out on? Well, as his output would suggest, he is, in the words of content creator Alex Montepenny, someone capable of the spectacular. Whether that's a goal from distance, a mazy run that ends in a chance, or just some tidy footwork that gets his team on their way, the Regensburg-born talent is an attacker who can seemingly do it all. This is unsurprisingly reflected in his underlying numbers as well. According to FBref, he ranks in the top 6% of attacking midfielders and wingers in the Champions League for goal-creating actions, the top 8% for shot-creating actions, the top 9% for expected assisted goals, the top 11% for carries into the penalty area, and more, all per 90. Ultimately, while it would be an expensive transfer to get over the line, Arsenal should do what they can to sign Yildiz, as he's got the ability and potential to replace Odegaard and become a world-class 10. Arsenal. Man U battling with Arsenal to sign Ayew Boadi. Manchester United are reportedly battling with Arsenal over a deal to sign LOSC Lille midfielder Ayou Bouati, as per French football journalist Santi Aouna. The youngster joined Lostug's youth system back in 2021, before making his first-team debut a couple of years ago. This season, he has established himself as a key player in Bruno Genesio's starting lineup, making 18 appearances across all competitions thus far. The youngster has been guiding his side to push for a finish in the Champions League spot, sitting fourth in the League One table with 29 points from 15 games. They are just 4 points behind Paris Saint-Germain. Now, Aouna states that Bouati's recent eye-catching performances haven't gone unnoticed, as he has started attracting a lot of attention ahead of the upcoming winter transfer window. Man U are keeping a very close eye on his development, while Arsenal, Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, PSG, and Juventus have also expressed their interest after following his performances closely. The midfielder is eligible to play for both Morocco and France, and the African nation have already made a move to persuade him to play for them. However, the French national team don't want to lose a player of his qualities, and Didier Deschamps has told the player that he could receive the call-up in the next international fixtures. Battle. Bouati entered the final few months of his existing deal at Lille, so they have decided to tie him down to a fresh term to avoid losing him for a cut-price deal next year. Still, they would be ready to part ways with him if they were to receive an offer of around £52 million from his potential suitors, such as Man U or Arsenal. Man U currently have Casemiro, Manuel Ugarte, Kobbie Mainoo, and Bruno Fernandes as options to deploy in the engine room. However, while Ugarte and Mainoo have found it difficult to find regular game time under Ruben Amorim, Casemiro and Fernandes have displayed inconsistent performances. So, the Red Devils hierarchy are planning to revamp the midfield department next year. On the other hand, Arsenal decided to revamp the middle of the park by purchasing Christian Norgard and Martin Zubimendi last summer. So, Mikel Arteta's side don't need to invest more to upgrade this position further unless anyone leaves. Bouati is a highly talented player and possesses the potential to reach the top. So he would be a great coup for Man U or Arsenal should either club purchase him. However, he is expected to get more regular game time at United rather than Arsenal, so he would be better off joining the Old Trafford club over the Gunners if he were to leave Lille. Thanks for watching.